Oha soup is one of the most delicious Eastern soup or Igbo soup that I know. For the ingredient we'll be using, Oha is a chief of the soup, obviously. For protein, I'm using beef. We have Uziza, we have smoked fish, we have periwinkles. For thickener, I'm using Ofor and not cocoyam because I don't have time for cocoyam. But if you want to see a recipe with cocoyam, you can tell me in the comments below and I'll do that. Then for the local spice, I'm using Ehiri. This spice, you burn it, pound it, and put it into your soup. It has a very nice aroma. The first step you are going to take while cooking this soup is to wash your meat. Wash your meat thoroughly, like very, very, very well, because most of this meat, they come with sand and they've been touched by flies, so you can use salt to wash them too. To steam my meat, I always like to add onions. So I'm adding onions, pepper, salt, and enough seasoning cubes to make it taste nice. And if you see, my seasoning cube has different colors because I don't only use only one type of seasoning cube. After that, pour in enough water to make sure this meat cooks very well and releases all the juices. If you like medium soft, cook it that way. If you like very soft, cook it that way. But just make sure that the meat boils very well. While the meat is boiling, I go ahead to cut my uziza into like this very long shape because I like it like that. I like it very long. But if you want to cut it square, if you want to use your hand to like just shred it and put it into your soup, it doesn't matter. Just do what you like. After that, I'm going to add my stockfish. I don't usually add my stockfish like at the beginning when I want to start steaming the meat. I usually add it at the middle so that my stockfish will be a bit chewy to get. I don't want it to be very soft, but if you want to be very soft, you can also add it while steaming the meat at first, like when you start steaming the meat. After that, I'll add my smoked fish as well. Let it to boil very well. I usually let it boil. Then add palm oil. If you want your soup plain, you can just put maybe small oil, but like me, I love it very red, so I used to put a lot of oil. After that, I'll put the Ehiri. That's what Igbo people call it, Ehiri, something like that I've pounded into the soup, and add my thickener. You have to be very careful and very fast at the same time because Ofor usually form like balls inside the soup and it will not go round. So you have to be this step is very important because it can make or mar the soup. After putting the thickener, you're going to put your periwinkle at this point, the isam, or if you have snail, you can just put it. Then put the uziza too and stir it properly. Make sure you stir it properly and let it boil. Then after doing this one, you can put your crayfish, put your seasoning cube again, and salt and pepper. Just make sure you adjust the taste and make sure that everything comes together. Then the last thing you're going to do is to put the chief of the soup, which is the oha, into the soup and reduce the heat so that the heat will not boil off the oha and you will not even see because it can easily disappear. You reduce the heat at this point and let the soup to just slowly come to a boil. If you are the type that loves like oha to be so much, you can put plenty oha more than this, but if you like this amount that I put, you can just put just this amount. You don't need to do extra. So yeah, at this point you're done. You cover and let it boil just for like 3 minutes, 4 minutes, and you bring it down and serve it with hot wrap of fufu. Bye guys.